Mama June faces health scare amid recovery from a major surgery. A snag has hit Mama June Shannon's surgery. She is facing complications in her recovery phase post-surgery. She took time out from her busy schedule to talk about her deteriorating health. Fans wanted one of Shannon's family members to inform them about what was happening. Over the past few years, the mom of 3 has gone through multiple surgeries. June is struggling the most after her eldest daughter, Anna, passed away due to cancer in 2023. Her family mourned the most significant loss while raising and fighting for the custody of grandkid Caitlin. She often discussed her mental health issues on social media in the hope of finding some solutions to combat them before it gets too late. How is she doing now? What setback did she face? Fans slam Mama June for putting on massive weight. Some fans blasted Mama June Shannon for not doing anything to lose the extra pounds on her body. For the longest time, she wanted to have a healthy lifestyle and a fit body. But nothing comes easy in life. She first tried to change herself fast with the help of liposuction, skin removal, and a gastric sleeve. Unfortunately, the results she expected weren't visible to her. June's weight increased after a few months of weight loss. She then also kept eating unhealthy food and opted for weight loss injections. She videotaped herself to recommend that fans do the same thing. But her followers worried about her wellness journey. They advised the reality star to stop her quick fixes and go for reliable, lasting approaches. Despite everything, she didn't hear from anyone and landed in the hospital. What happened to Mama June? Is she alright? Mama June Shannon is not well because of the last surgery she had after her body showed some female symptoms. Recently, she was in extreme pain due to the hurdles she encountered during the operation. When she visited her doctor for a gastric sleeve revision, she found out that she had fibroids in her ovaries and uterus. June underwent a complete hysterectomy and has been going through the recovery stage for a while now. As she and her beloved husband Justin provided fans with her health update, they asked for prayers and best wishes. One fan commented, "Thank you for the update, Justin, sending much love and positive vibes." June continuously receives love from her followers and family crisis viewers after posting a video from her hospital bed. She and her daughters are coming together again for a blast in Season 7 of the WeTV show. The trailer showed their family's dysfunctional dynamic once again. Her health will be featured alongside many other things. For now, fans should keep their eyes on June's social media for the latest news on her recovery. She is back home to get enough rest. Justin is taking care of his wife. Before the premiere, she might get better and promote the upcoming season of the series with her family. For the latest June health updates, keep coming back to the TV season and spoilers. Mama June Shannon is once again at the center of a wave of concern and heartfelt worry as shocking updates emerge about her recovery from a major surgery that has unexpectedly taken a frightening turn. Fans who have followed the Mama June family crisis star through every ordeal, every emotional breakdown, every triumphant comeback, and every painful setback are now bracing themselves as the reality TV matriarch faces a health scare that no one saw coming. Even for a family familiar with chaos, this latest chapter has pushed the emotional stakes higher than ever, leaving viewers anxious, protective, and desperately searching for every scrap of information they can find. The first sign of trouble came quietly. June's online activity had slowed to a crawl in recent days, noticeable enough for longtime fans to instantly pick up on the shift. Normally outspoken and unafraid to address rumors head-on, June's sudden silence sent the internet into a frenzy. Questions flooded comment sections, with followers begging for answers as speculation swirled about whether she was facing complications from a surgery she had only barely hinted at previously. As whispers spread, June's absence grew louder, and fans could sense that something serious was happening behind the scenes. It wasn't long before the rumors were confirmed. Mama June was recovering from a major procedure. But instead of the relief fans expected after learning she had made it through surgery, a new wave of worry rolled in. Recovery was not going as smoothly as hoped. Uneasy updates from those closest to her painted a picture of uncertainty, and subtle clues from social media left viewers fearful that June's condition had taken a sudden and alarming turn. With her past medical history and years of fluctuating health struggles, many feared that this surgery, whatever it may have been, was more complicated and risky than anyone realized. June's health has long been a topic of intense public interest, from her dramatic weight loss journey to the complications that followed, from her emotional turmoil to the physical effects of stress and anxiety. Fans have watched her fight through physical pain, internal struggles, and emotional battles that would have broken many. So when the words "major surgery" appeared in connection with her name again, it instantly triggered a wave of concern that grew stronger with every vague update. Recovery from such procedures can be unpredictable, especially for someone who has endured years of physical strain and stress. Ann June's recent emotional burdens have been heavier than ever, as she navigates grief, family conflict, and overwhelming pressure from filming. This latest scare, however, was something fans truly weren't prepared for. Sources close to the family revealed that June's recovery had been slower, more challenging, and more complicated than expected. Pain, swelling, exhaustion, and unexplained symptoms began to emerge. Doctors reportedly were monitoring her closely, making sure every step of her healing process was carefully assessed. But it was clear that June's body was struggling more than anticipated, and the uncertainty of what was happening quickly spread to the fans who adore her. With the family known for sharing much of their lives in real time, the sudden tight-lipped approach from every direction sent emotional shockwaves across social media. Lauren Pumpkin Efford, usually quick to speak up when something is amiss, remained noticeably quiet. Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson posted only generic messages that hinted at stress but avoided specifics, making fans even more suspicious that the family was dealing with something serious. Even Justin Stroud, who has been one of June's most vocal protectors and advocates, seemed unusually reserved. His carefully chosen words, heartfelt but vague, made it clear he was shaken, even if he was trying to project before fans started piecing together the clues themselves. From June's swollen hands seen in a recent photo, to her unusually pale complexion, to mentions of medication changes and exhaustion, the community began to fear that complications had developed after the operation. Some speculated that her body was rejecting something. Others worried about internal infection, a dangerous possibility after major surgery. Still others considered the emotional toll June had been carrying for months, wondering if stress had triggered issues that could slow recovery or create new complications altogether. The timelines didn't go unnoticed either. Fans remembered her heartbreaking grief after losing Anna. They remembered her strained relationship with Pumpkin, the pressure of filming, the nonstop drama, the criticism from the public. And they noticed how worn down she had seemed in recent appearances, describing her as drained, fragile, and overwhelmed. Many pointed out that June often pushes herself too hard, refusing to rest even when she desperately needs to. It wasn't difficult to imagine that the stress had finally caught up with her when her body was already vulnerable from surgery. This emotional buildup has turned the situation into one of the most intense health scares June has faced in recent years. While the family maintains their privacy, fans have been pouring in support from every direction. Comment sections are filled with prayers, encouragement, hope, and love. Even those who have criticized June in the past are now putting the drama aside, recognizing that her health and her life are far more important than any disagreements or judgments. But this story is far from over. With so many unanswered questions, the suspense surrounding June's condition continues to build. What was the surgery? What complications has she encountered? How serious is her condition now? How long will recovery take? And perhaps the most haunting question of all, will this scare finally be the moment that forces June to slow down and prioritize her health above everything else? One thing is certain, the coming weeks will be critical. Whether June faces a long road ahead or emerges stronger than before, her journey will undoubtedly have emotional ripple effects felt throughout the entire family. Pumpkin may need to step up once again, Alana may be forced to confront fears she's tried to avoid, and Justin may need to carry even more weight on his shoulders as he attempts to hold everything together. This is a family that has always risen after every fall, but this time the fall feels steeper, the stakes feel higher, and the path ahead feels more uncertain. At the center of it all is Mama June, a woman who has battled addiction, heartbreak, betrayal, loss, guilt, and public scrutiny, yet continues to push forward. This scare may become a defining moment in her story, a turning point where she reassesses what matters most, or a painful chapter that tests her resilience in ways she has never imagined. For now, fans continue to wait anxiously, hoping for clarity, praying for stability, and bracing for whatever revelations may come. As more details slowly emerge, one thing becomes clearer with each passing day. Mama June is fighting one of her toughest battles yet. And the world is watching, hoping, and rallying behind her as she faces the uncertainty of recovery, the fear of complications, and the emotional storm that follows major surgery.